Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for a much anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. He's so attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration. He's making his way to the ring right now, and he does so with an attitude that belies his in-ring intensity. All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one scheduled for 10.
Keep working the jab.
Committing to the combo now, both land. Protecting his head well with his guard. To the head he goes with a left hand.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Solid uppercut. That shot unable to land. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Circle him.
Gets him with the right hand. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Committing well now to that left hand over the top. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Just missed with that punch. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Effective work with that flush overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
Scored well up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there.
Be on the inside.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Able to land with the right. Gets rid of that effort. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Blocks away that headshot. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Good left hand able to land. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. A crushing blow up top.
I don't know if he has enough time to recover.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Oh, that's a big shot to the head. Zoning in with the overhand left. And he comes right back with the headshot. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Hits him in the mug with the right. Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. A headshot blocked.
Stay away from the inside.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Not a good sign. He goes to the canvas for the first time tonight.
2, 3, 4. Hurry, get up. 6, 7, 8. Focus.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Ten seconds to go in this round. And round 3 comes to an end.
Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab.
Round number 4 underway. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Good strong combo. Big uppercut right on the mark. Big shot comes crashing home. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
Come on. 1. Get on your feet.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Unload. Unload. More punches. Circle. Circle.
Halfway through round number 4. There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
How does a fighter know when that's the punch to fire off the uppercut?
Well, it's where he is. First of all, he's on the inside. His opponent usually keeping those earmuffs on a little bit. And there's an opening up the middle. And maybe his opponent's leaning forward a little bit.
Good flush, straight left hand. Scored well with the hook. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there?
Oh, keep your distance.
Seconds to go in the fourth. Good shot there with that left. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything. And then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it. And he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Body shot, left hand. Now he's getting into a groove. You can tell he just landed a three-punch combination.
Don't stay in one spot.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Great movement to get away from those punches. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go.
Duck at him.
Parries that punch
Body,
away.
kid. Body shots.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Blocks it away. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Teddy, I know you swear by it, and we're seeing it right in front of us. Good fighter, likes to fight on the outside, who's having a stellar night with that jab.
Hey, look, if you're going to be an accountant, you bet.
He didn't see that left hand, and it got to him badly. He should really tie up. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
Get up. 2, 3, 4. Stand. 6, 7, 8. Get up. Get up.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
And round 5 comes to an end. Well, here we are later in the fight, and really nothing has changed. It's just what we saw from the beginning. He's just been doing a masterful job from the outside.
And nothing's going to change, at least not on his side. It shouldn't change, but his opponent needs to change something now.
That's a huge left he just scored with. He turned things around, and bang, and away he goes. Picture-perfect combination, and he is floored.
Well, the old timers would say you can hit a guy with 2. Why hit him with 1?
Get to your feet. 2, 3, 4. Get up. 5, 6, 7. Come on.
Teddy, do you think he can go on much longer here?
No, he's going to need to grab a little bit, take a little time off that clock.
Side to side.
Able to time that left hand and score with it. Crashes home with the uppercut. He missed with that headshot. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Good flush shot upstairs. Able to get rid of that one. There's a nice left hand able to get in. Beautiful game plan there. Out from range and into the power.
About him, the fans love that about him. It's great, but he's got to learn when it's time to turn it off, when it's time to clinch a little bit, survive a little.
And now another left. Good exchange. He fires back. And that's the end of round 6. I can't imagine that this is how he thought this. Headshots.
Yeah, but you got to wonder about what went on in training camp. I mean, did they work on defense at all? I mean, I haven't seen his head move once.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. You gotta keep your distance, all right? Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more, right?
He has a new round in front of him, but I don't know that there's any new hope. He's been down numerous times tonight, including that last round.
You never know what a person's capable of when they're pushed to the brink, but this would be very unlikely. It would be spectacular.
Well, what do they say, Teddy? Something's got to stick. That combination was something.
Well, you know what it was? The first couple punches were throwaway punches, set up the later punches.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Very good work on the inside with the uppercut. Now, if you're standing opposite that right there, Teddy, what do you have to do to stop it?
Well, first of all, you have to understand and recognize that's a punch you should be aware of in close, because there's only a few punches. You're in real close. There's not room for too many other punches. The uppercut is the one you expect. So expect it, first of all, and move your head on the side so it misses you.
Halfway through the 7th round. Look at him put his punches together. See how he targets that hook? Nice work with the left hand. Good looking uppercut that time. Solid left hand to the head. Boy, that's a heck of a job there, landing a 3-punch combination. Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. The fight is over. A knockout victory, unable to beat the count. To make it official, let's send it up to the ring. Now that's... everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This 10 rounds. The bully's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab.
Keep that hand moving.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. The bully's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. Up top with the quick hook. Both men digging in with uppercuts. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. A good block.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
The bully's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you here ringside. Teddy, you know, you really got to admire how accurate he is. I mean, he makes the most of what he throws.
Yeah, he makes it count. This is a guy who doesn't want to waste anything.
Scores up top with a left. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the bully.
Stay away from the inside.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Use the ring. Use the ring. Finish with a hook. Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged.
There's no need to be on
The bullies jammed by an uppercut. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Way to block there.
Use your feet.
The bully's scoring with that right hand. And we come to the end of the round, and you know his trainers gotta love that because they stress, hey, go out there and be smart with what you're doing. He was very smart about when to throw and how to land it.
And that's the key in the sweet science. Placing your punches, as you said, making them count.
The bully's combination punching is working well here. That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Big shot there. He goes down. He has so much time now, he's going to be forced to survive. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
The bully's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Blocks that punch. The Bully's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Teddy, you talk about going out and making a few opening statements here. The jab has spoken loudly for him.
Yeah, it has spoken loudly. What it's told his opponent is you're not just going to walk in. You're not coming into my house. It's going to be hard. I got a couple locks, a couple padlocks on here.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Final 10 seconds.
Calm down now. Calm down. Breathe. Breathe. We need another round from you. I need you to be busy.
He has had this fight go exactly as he has wanted it to go early on. As we begin round number 4, he's up 3 rounds to zip.
The only thing you have to worry about is he hurt his opponent very easily early on. Does he now take for granted that he's going to do that anytime he wants and forget about the fundamentals, forget about the jab and the other things he knew he had to use coming into this fight?
Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Left hook to the body. Right hand. Nicely done. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Clean shot with the right. The Bully's sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, and one fight you could compliment him for, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
Halfway through this
Double
round,
up your punches.
able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by the Bully.
Do that again.
That round comes to an end. A round that I do believe he won. He fought much better there compared to what we saw out of him earlier.
Yeah, don't show me how somebody behaves when they're winning. You know, really, I want to see how someone behaves when they're losing. He's behaving the right way. He's getting himself back into this thing.
Left and right, left and right.
The Bully's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
Keep moving.
Good left there. Scored well up top. Nice strike after catching one by the Bully.
Finish with a hook. What's the hook? Use your feet. Unload. Unload. More punches.
lands that right to the head. Good, solid right hand he lands there. And that's the end of round 5. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end the fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll him. He's got to blow on him. He's got to do everything.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Goes up top with the right hand. Well, he knew it was a smart strategy to stay on the outside. He probably didn't know it was going to pay off this well because he's just getting to his guy easily.
Oh, yeah, if he was in the casino, I'm telling you, it's all coming up cherries for him. But right now, if his opponent has any shot to hit that jackpot, he needs to move that head, move those feet, get inside.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Halfway through round 6. Lands the counter. Able to place the right hand in there. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. A well-placed left hand up top.
Keep moving!
You're doing great!
Piercing jab. That punch nowhere close.
Get close to it!
How about that left hand? That is a strong uppercut there. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. Halfway through round number 1. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Little head hunting with the left. Targeting the uppercut, and it worked. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Good-looking two-punch combination there.
Protect yourself!
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Nice block. And we come to the end of round number 1.
All right.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Oh, keep your distance.
Unable to land that shot.
Come on, kid, focus!
Flush right hand to the body. Good defensive skill.
Keep working the jab.
Focus on the inside!
Smart punch right there. The uppercut worked. Well-placed hook there. Halfway through round number 2. Nice work with the uppercut. Fires right back at him. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Uppercuts on the inside.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Wow, what an uppercut. Good combination with a flush left hook to the body and then that right hand. End of the round, and that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back because there's spots where you can out-hustle. While he's being so conservative,
Nice
you
work,
can just
kid.
outwork him a
Good
little.
job in that round. Hey, listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take.
And round number 3 is underway. Very good, steady double jab there. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Not able to land the headshot.
Use your feet.
Well, he's committed to the left hand and it's paying off here. Targeting that midsection now with the
Needs to be
combo.
on the inside.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Halfway through this round here. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 all landing. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage.
Double up the jab.
Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Fires off the hook. Look at that.
He's tight. He's tight.
And he's marking that target right above the belt line.
That's it.
Just missed scoring with that punch. Good block.
Keep your back off the rope.
Keep your head moving.
And we come to the end of the round.
Get out, this guy.
Hasn't been a lot of distinct action so far that would give anybody a commanding lead in this fight. Although on Teddy's scorecard, you can see that he is up a round after 3 rounds. Up top with the right hand. Well, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. Now, this was not expected, but he's getting the best of it on the inside.
Exactly. And, you know, right now he's breaking his opponent down mentally and physically. Inside, he's breaking those ribs a little bit, but mentally, his opponent's got to be saying, I didn't think he was good in this place.
Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Oh, he is absolutely affected by that right hand. Never saw it coming. Worst kind of right hand you can catch. He should tie up here. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Just off the mark with that punch. Body shot lands. It was the right.
That's where you want me. Side to side.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. He got caught by that. the way he wanted it to go.
Ah, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
1, 2.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs to right now.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Flush shot, the left hand came in.
All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw a straight right down the middle. Keep your hands moving, keep busy, and you'll beat him to the punch.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the rope. As soon as you feel rope.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Blocks that punch. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Halfway into round number 5 here. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Hook off the jab.
He fires off the combination there and it lands.
You're still not moving enough.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. All right, what's the answer here, Teddy? I mean, time and time again, he is getting hit with headshots by that right hand.
The answer is not going to help him. The answer is to go back to the gym and be taught properly how to get away from that punch. Probably too late now.
End of the round, a round I do believe that he was able to take. But his opponent is there stride for stride. This is going to be a close fight. Teddy, where do you have him on the scorecards? Is he up?
Yeah, I have him slightly ahead. But as you said, very close fight. And the kind of fight where you let up for a moment, you're going to lose it.
Relax, relax. You can do this. You know you got this. Okay.
Start of this round, start to the second half of this fight. First half of this fight, he completely dominated the action, Teddy.
Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of like they said in that movie, The Gambler. You know, they don't pay off at halftime. remember the guy wanted to collect his bets? Well, same thing. He's got another half of the fight. Can he be consistent? Can he keep his concentration? Can he keep doing what he's been doing?
He saw the uppercut, he took advantage, throwing it out there. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand.
Keep your distance.
And he returns on that exchange. Why is his
moving.
opponent struggling so much here? Why can he not land a clean headshot?
Well, one reason is his opponent is moving his head. He's doing a good job of being elusive, but there's no change. He's just throwing straight, naked punches at him, he needs to make a little adjustment, a little adaptation. He needs to feint a little bit, get a false movement, get him out of position, get him off balance, and then time him a little bit. He keeps just throwing at him. He's going to keep doing what he's doing. Move air around.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. He scores with the left.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth. He missed that uppercut. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching.
Don't doubt yourself. You can still win this one.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Good accuracy with that uppercut. That right hand serving well.
Circle him. Move. Move. Nice.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Blocks that punch.
Let's see some more head movement.
Scored well with that right hand to the body. At the halfway point of round 7. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
No need to be on the inside.
Completely missing with that punch. Combination to the head. Commits to the straight right.
Stay on the outside.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Very nice defensive guard there. Good job with another left hand. Good return fire that time. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And this round comes to an end.
Fight in the center of the ring, okay? You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his misses.
Let's look at Teddy's scorecard as we begin this 8th round here, and you can see that, yes, he's up, but if you've been watching this fight closely, you know that anything still can happen here.
Let's go.
So his opponent is a real tough guy. He doesn't get discouraged. Continues to come with a fast pace. And a guy like that, you never count out.
Get it out. Get it out. Pace yourself.
He just missed that shot up top. No, he goes to the gut with the right hand.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through, some of them will watch it. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So, instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
He scored well after being hit himself. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see.
Just like that. Just like that.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Solid left hand.
You got this one. Good job.
Some serious damage done on that power shot to the head.
Dropped his hand, paid a price.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Nice work, great technique, the combo land.
You're okay, don't
And that's
worry.
the end of round 8. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling and he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Good job protecting himself.
Finish with the hook.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Was just off the mark. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Targeting that 1-2. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Able to show you his blocking ability.
Get away from the inside.
Well-placed right hands from both men. Jab right hand. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here.
Hook off the jab.
The hook that time. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. That punch just close. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well-placed hook. And our first glimpse of blood from his nose. And that's the end of round 9.
I think even the casual observer, the guy who doesn't watch a lot of boxing, can look at this right now and tell you he's winning this fight with ease.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the casual observer. I'm worried about the so-called professional judge. Time and time again, he's shown me that he does not know what he's watching sometimes. But you're right. In this case, it would be hard, almost impossible, to argue for the other fighter.
Well, he's got the attitude. Something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. Able to dismiss it. And now he's got to be careful because he's been warned for the headbutting. Nice! Fine-looking combination from him now.
Well, that's the benefit of combination punching right there, Joe. The first couple missed, but the third, the fourth, they landed.
This is like a bull seeing red right now with his opponent eyeing that bad cut.
And he has to hope now that the bull gets a little over anxious and runs right into a sword or a straight right hand.
There's the combo downstairs. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes to tone him.
Well played, straight right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Look at that! The hook came home with ease. He comes with the straight right hand.
Nice work, nice work.
1-2 jabs. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Scores well to the head with the right hand. A consistently strong performance tonight.
You don't have to be a calculus major to score this one. Just put those 10 nines together.
And our ring announcer is standing by with the official decision.